Hi there Capricorn, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 4th of August. This week begins with a quarter moon in the friendliest part of your scope, known as the 11th solar house and dominated by the sign of Scorpio. This sees the moon squaring up to the sun, which of course is in Leo. Now, the sun is also going to be side by side with Mercury for much of this week, so the suggestion here is that the influences that are quite active in both these signs are going to be the focus of what this week is about. And I think if you have got to know a new group of people in the relative recent past, I think you might be surprised this week that you start to realise there's a lot more politics around them than you might have previously appreciated. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean it's going to affect you personally, but there could be a little bit of a reality check about just how nice you think certain people are. Now, that's not to say that these Machiavellian activities are going to wash into your personal situation, but you could readjust your view of a certain individual or your outlook around this group of people. And if you have been a little bit too idealistic about a love relationship, which is possible with Venus in your opposite sign, then by the end of the week, as Venus moves into the deepest and most passionate part of your scope, and also the sun is challenged by the moon in Aquarius in a full moon, I think who does what, who contributes what, whose values are different from your values, who has a different approach to perhaps money, that can often be a big thing. Well, all these things can become much more starkly obvious this week. But they may not be so at the start of the week, and you may still be giving people the benefits of the doubt, which is good. But by the end of the week, perhaps you're going to need to apply your natural shrewdness and wisdom to delve beneath the surface and be a bit cannier how you handle certain situations. Now, if you are trying to develop a more flourishing financial income stream for yourself, it is also going to be important that you're not overly optimistic or idealistic. Again, that cluster of energy in your 11th house could see you wanting the best for situations, but you have to be very much feet on the ground, which is something you usually do with aplomb. Because your ruler Saturn is oppressing the Sun and Mercury this week, even if you do try to talk something over, perhaps with a financial institution, or you try to get some advice or help, you may not necessarily get particularly encouraging signals. That doesn't mean to say you should give up on it. And by the end of the week, some good fortune can genuinely drop for you, and it could drop from someone who could be surprisingly helpful. It just may not be obvious who this person is at the present time. Now, one of the aspects that was in play last week was Mars's trine with Neptune, and that continues for the whole of this week. And it just reminds you that if you are somebody who's very passionate about helping others who are less fortunate through charitable activities, you still have a wonderful platform to do that this week too. Thank you for joining me, good luck, and goodbye for now.